to God, make music to Him, and speak of all His wonders. The power of prayer is quite a fascinating thing. It teaches us our total and utter dependence on God. Even in smallest things, when we turn to prayer, we find that the answers will come. Nachman Breslover's Talmud, he said that if you really need something and you don't have it yet, it's just because you haven't prayed enough. And I learned that lesson today. I do weddings, and I had booked a wedding for this coming Thursday. Booked it many months ago, and they said, we just hope you're going to be there, and that's it. And I didn't hear anything from them. Months and months, and it's getting closer and closer. Not only that, but the wedding is in was scheduled in Pennsylvania, about halfway into Pennsylvania, and I'm planning to spend the weekend, as I mentioned before, in the Pittsburgh area, Mars, and we were thinking, we would leave Thursday and get to and we'd get there, we'd go halfway to the wedding and then continue on our journey, and we'd cut up our journey in half and make it a little bit easier, and we would get there, we'd take the hotel Thursday instead of Friday morning, we'd take it Thursday, and something like that, and so we were debating on what we should do, how we should do it, and but the problem was I didn't hear back from the bride. They gave me a phone number, no answer. They gave me an address, so I figured I'll call the hall. Now, it's interesting, they said it would be a VFW hall, and the address was actually Knights of Columbus Hall. So first I had a hard time, and then because I kept calling this phone number they gave me, and it says, not available, or the call didn't go through at all. And then called Knights of Columbus. First, left them a message, emailed them, nothing. I called them back. They said, maybe they didn't hear how I left the message, but they said, we're trying to reach you, and we don't have anything booked. We don't even have a cancellation on the book. So the thing was, they said VFW, so I was like, maybe I VFW in that town, but it was also listed in a nearby town, so I tried to call that VFW, no answer. I called someone else. I called agent, the record of this. I'm driving everybody crazy, trying to figure out, because I need to know, what am I doing this Thursday? Do I have this wedding? I don't have it. Is it booked? Is it not booked? This morning I prayed, please, Brenner Shalom, I need to know what's going on. I don't care if it's yes or no, but I do need to know. It's irresponsible either way if I don't have the right information. And so I didn't know what's going to be, and I'm waiting to, and it's far away. If it was somewhere nearby, it's a different story, but to change my whole schedule, rearrange my work schedule, all kinds of things I had to do to accommodate this, that's the other thing, so then I prayed this morning. So then by lunchtime this afternoon I said, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put into Google the phone number and see what comes up, and it came up a Facebook page for a nail salon, and they said this was our old number, which was the number I put in, and this is our new number, and I called up. I'm trying to reach so-and-so, booked for a wedding, and I don't know what's going to be. I tried calling the DFW, tried calling Knights of Columbus, I called this one, I called that one, and I got no answer. I called, I texted, I emailed, no answers. They said, yes, this is she, you reached me, and yeah, I've been trying to call you for months, I've been trying to email you for months, but my phone wouldn't let me say something wrong, and she said, yeah, we had some issues with the family emergency, we had to postpone the wedding for 2 years. It's going to be the same day of the year, the same date, but in 2019. So I was like, usually I have a cancellation fee policy, but you know what, you tried reaching me, you couldn't, whatever it was, and I'm at least relieved to know what is actually going on. So I'm not, I'm just so happy. I told him, you answered my prayers. I literally prayed this morning that I should know the answer of what's going on. What is my schedule this Thursday? So I had my answer, and so everything is cleared, and we know what's going on, and that's it. So to most people, especially people who are not believers, that might seem like a coincidence, it might not seem like a big deal or anything. To me, it taught me a lesson.